Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel Roseology. So today's video is for those of you that have been wondering, where the fuck is my manifestation? When is it showing up in my life? The energy, we're going to be looking into the energy surrounding your manifestations, as well as I will be pulling some handmade time slips to get as specific and detailed of an answer as possible. You know, I can't get as accurate as I would like to, given that this is a energy reading, whether it was general or personal. It's really difficult to pinpoint exactly when things are going to happen. But remember as well, though, to consult your intuition, and that anything that you hear in today's reading can be altered or changed by you and your actions, okay? Now, I want to briefly say, if you've been struggling with manifesting or the law of attraction in general, you know, setting intentions and wanting things, staying motivated, it really helps to look in detail at your spiritual or vibrational income, okay? Are you in a surplus or a deficit? And I had a major revelation about my own vibration while watching, you guys already know, Living the Dreams YouTube channel. I will pin his video or I will link it in the description down below. That the way you can just quick access to it. His video though, that the one that I watched that just like blew my mind was called Spiritual Abundance. His video literally put me in a completely different vibrational state. And I mean, he is a Leo. That's what, you know, Leos do. That's what you guys are known for. But he helped me develop a whole new dialogue because I don't have it all figured out. I know I do these readings and everything, and maybe I can come across that way sometimes. And I tell you guys from time to time on my channel, don't look at me as your healer or even your reader, because I'm still trying to figure things out too. And sometimes I need that vibrational reset or help seeing more clearly. And I'm so thankful for people like him and his content, and of course you guys as well. But that's why I just really want to link you guys up together. Like, I want to be like this like matchmaker between you and his channel, because his content is just amazing. So totally check that video out, especially if you're struggling, like I said, with staying motivated or focused. Now, let me also say, because I have to add this in here, I am not doing personal readings at this time. I have not done a personal reading in I don't know how long. It's been over a year. Last time I did it was 2019. And I'm not planning on taking on personal readings anytime soon. So I'm not doing them at all right now. So please, please, please do not get scammed by people posing in the comments as tarot readers. I'm so sorry that this is happening. These are low vibrational parasitic dogs that are running around and impersonating real healers and people that are out here trying to be a support and a help to other people. And know that if I do respond to you in the comments, I always heart you guys' comments, okay? And that's how you're going to know that it's me for sure that you are talking to, because only the channel owner can do that. But just know as well, I will never approach any of you guys for reading, asking you if you would like a reading from me or anything like that. And thank you guys so much for letting me know in the comments that like somebody was impersonating my channel. I didn't even know. I had no clue until I saw in my comments, and I was like, oh my God, and I had to go deal with that. But thank you guys so much for reporting them and hitting me up and letting me know. Like, I depend on you guys so much. You don't even know. Tarot should not dictate your life. I know you guys know this. Most of you guys do, but there's a lot of new people to spirituality, or people that see tarot as a crystal ball that's supposed to make decisions for them and give them answers and do work for them. That's not what my readings serve as. My readings do not serve as your answers, because only you have them. My readings help guide you to your own inner knowing and to help validate what your intuition has been trying to tell you all along. So never try to force a message. Either it will work or it will not. Let these messages serve to confirm the things that you do know but have forgotten. So if something doesn't resonate, then either that part of the message is not meant for you at all, or you might not be ready to hear it. It may not be your time. Tarot is going to reveal truths about our frequencies, and we have to be ready and willing to hear those truths in order for these messages to resonate. So take what resonates, throw the rest in the garbage. For those of you that want to participate in the meditation here today, let me just say, like I always do, that this is a general reading for the collective. So in order for this reading to resonate with you, you need to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye and not your physical ones, I'm going to be offering a 60-second meditation. Halfway through that meditation, I'm going to place crystals on the piles for those that like to pick piles with objects on them. This is for my clairvoyant people. For my clairaudient people, I will be doing a sound selection for each pile, where I play a note for each pile. So for my audio lovers, you can select a pile depending on which tone really resonates with you. If you're ready, please get into a relaxed position. Become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet, and work that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self, so that the way you can receive these messages from the upper echelons of the spirit realm as to what is going on with your manifestation. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. In pile 1, we have clear quartz. On pile 2, we have moonstone. On pile 3, we have azurite and malachite. On pile 4, we have smoky quartz. And on pile 5, we have a dendritic agate. Hopefully that meditation was enough time for you to pick a pile and tap into your own psychic awareness. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and amazing spirit for these messages. Now let's see when your manifestation should be knocking on your door, and I'll meet you over at your pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So we're checking out your tarot cards, then we'll get to your oracle cards. I'm going to shuffle a couple of more on camera, and then I'm also going to pull a few number cards just to see exactly when we can expect your manifestation to arrive, see if we can get a detailed answer on that. So yeah, let's just get started. So the very first card that we have here is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, actually that was the reversal. And this is the vice versa tarot deck. You guys ask me all the time which decks I'm using, and I always forget to mention it, but it's the vice versa tarot. So as you can see, there is a back side and a front side. And then we have here the Tower. All right, pile 1. So what I'm picking up, the energy around your manifestation, let's just start there with this Ten of Wands right here, is that your manifestation seems to be, and it's interesting too, because there is 1:43 right now on the clock. And then I just saw 1:11 on my camera clock. So there may be a few things in here that's a little bit triggering or a little bit upsetting, something like that. For it, and for me to see 1:43 on my clock, let me just mention that. I'll try to keep it as sweet as possible. But yeah, so with the Ten of Wands right here, pile 1, your manifestation is as far away from you as you are actively working your way towards it. So your manifestation is closely linked to you and your ability to move towards it in faith. Wands represents the element of fire, and the element of fire is our life force energy. It is what fuels us, what emboldens us, empowers us, and wills us into action. So this is desire, want, need, survival. All of the things that motivate us is represented in the suit of wands right here, with this Ten of Wands right here. So, you know, the fact that you want it so much is what's slowing down this process a little bit, pile 1. And then we have the Tower here that says to detach from this, to stop wanting it. And it's funny how that works when it comes to manifestation. And I talked about this over a year ago. No, maybe not over a year ago, but about close to a year ago, when the nodes first moved into Gemini and Sagittarius, about how the big lesson for the collective would be in becoming what it is that we want to attract, learning a lot more about the law of attraction and really almost becoming masters of it in a sense. So it's not about wanting something so much that it exhausts you with this Ten of Wands right here, but instead becoming it with this Tower card right here. The Tower represents the fall of tradition, custom, and identity. It represents the end of everything that makes up our normal. You have a deep-rooted attachment to this manifestation, and I think it's because you are tired or exhausted with this Ten of Wands right here. You need some relief in some area of your life, and it's almost become unbearable for some of you. You know, there's another thing here as well, pile 1. There could be some procrastination that you're dealing with, but the Ten of Wands is all about that final push. So procrastination is less likely, but it is more like this push-pull sort of energy that's present here. You may feel like there's a lot that you have to do, and there's moments where you're like, I'm ready to tackle my entire list of things that I have to do, but once you get started, there's, you know, it's like insert a lot of distractions, and your energy levels have been fluctuating because of this heavy task, and that has also influenced how quickly your manifestation materializes. So you need more of a routine, pile 1. Your energy is too dispersed. You know, it's like you try to keep your energy focused and intentional on, like, you know, the task at hand, but then maybe somebody calls you and says, oh, I need help with this, or, you know, maybe something happens over here with that. And then it's like your energy starts to get divided. You know, the Tower here that's present is also alluding to the need to end certain habits and patterns that are keeping you from being productive. And you are also either worrying about a lot of other things. Like, let's say when you're at work, you're also thinking about your friends' problems or your families or your partners, or how much this is going to cost, or I got to pay this bill or that bill. There's just this chaotic energy around your focus. Like I said, it's like your focus over time, it gets divided up because of all these other things that your brain is sort of on autopilot thinking about or worrying about. But the dope thing about you, pile one, is you are finally realizing how important it is to develop a system or arrangement and to shut out everything else besides the goal or the intent. You know, you're ready to refine your focus. You're ready to refocus and to stay focused. You're developing boundaries around your focus, is what I'm trying to say. There we go. So yeah, you're ready to do whatever it takes to make it to the finish line. This is why you're doing this, where it's just like, you know what, when I'm at work, unless it is an absolute like serious emergency, my phone is going to go on silent, or I'm not going to answer the phone, or I'm not even going to check my social media, or just whatever. It's like you're getting a lot more strict about where you allow your focus to drift off to. And like I said, you're doing this because you're ready to do whatever it takes to make it to the finish line. Famous words from Malcolm X is by any means necessary. You know, that's the energy that you are on with this Tower card right beside this Ten of Wands. Like, I'm ready to commit to these changes, and this is what's being initiated for you is a Tower moment. So that the way you can start to formulate a cleaner schedule and a cleaner way of focusing, like I said, where your energy isn't all divided up. So it's kind of like you're cleaning up your energy too. Some of you set intentions as well, not to manifest any results, but more so you may have set intentions to just simply complete tasks, to get things done, because these things, all these distractions are in the way of you getting going. Signs that will begin to show up in your life to indicate that your manifestation is here. It's right around the corner will be either one major Tower moment or a collection of smaller Tower moments in your life. And this is the thing, pile one. Many people are deathly terrified of the Tower because of what it entails and what it represents. And it's no joke. It has intense energy to it. But the Tower does not denote bad or negative or devastation. But the Tower symbolizes change that is staggering. It is meant to uproot you and your life because that is the only way to this new and improved destination. So your signs will almost come across like things are going wrong. And for someone that is already dealing with this Ten of Wands situation or energy or exhaustion, this can feel deflating. A Tower moment can feel deflating for a Ten of Wands person that is already pushing themselves to the limit, pushing themselves to their potential, really showing up and doing and going above and beyond what is required of them or what is needed of them. But in a way, it's like, I have to push this hard, you know? So there's like this feeling of like, I have to do this. I have to push this hard. I really don't have another choice. And, you know, so somebody that's already dealing with 10 wands, a Tower moment can be, it can be that one, you know, that one sort of, is it the stone that breaks the camel's back? I don't know. But it can be just like that one factor that breaks down everything because it's already so much that you're carrying. These problems, it's very important to note that these problems are not coming to add more issues or challenges or wands to your plate. They are occurring to bring you relief, actually, this Tower moment, and to create room for this change. That's why you can see an eye here in this Tower card right here. That's the same color as this lightning bolt that appears out of nowhere and destroys everything. So this has been orchestrated by the Most High and your ancestors and your angels to get you in the right place at the right time for this major pivot moment. And this is how this works. Once this relief starts to set in or come towards you in the form of this Tower energy, your wants and goals or ideal of the future may change entirely because you'll no longer be manifesting from a place of let's just get it done or let's just get this over with, or I'm manifesting for some relief, but instead you'll be manifesting from a place where you are more peaceful, serene, less stressed, and less worried. For some of you, I keep hearing the word career. Whatever happens in your career over the next few months is a personal, almost like Merkaba, which is like a vehicle, you know? So it's sort of like a vehicle for you to end up at the door to your manifestation, but it cannot happen without this Tower moment. And many of you, I believe, are highly sensitive and can sense a Tower moment coming. And that may be why many of you are taking your time with this Ten of Wands energy right here. Some of you as well may be a Sagittarius. The Tower card is ruled by Mars. And as we know, Mars is the planet of ambition, drive, motivation, determination. So in other words, the Tower does not come to stop you. It does not come to level you. It does not come to neutralize you. It actually comes to strengthen you. It actually comes to inspire you to want even more and even better. So in other words, pile one, what I'm picking up with you is the fact that This tower moment is coming for you to almost redirect what you want, or maybe to reshape it, refine it, something like that. Your manifestations and your goals and your dreams, your future, whatever it may be, this tower moment is actually coming to say, hey, you might want something bigger, better, bolder, something like that, but this tower is coming to free you from the level that you are manifesting at, pile one. Many of you, like I said, you're exhausted in this Ten of Wands, and you're manifesting from a place of exhaustion. You're manifesting from a place of survival. I just need relief. I just need help. I just need support. You're manifesting from a place that's too small for you. That's what I'm picking up with this Ten of Wands and this Tower card right here. And a lot of you can sense a Tower moment coming, and that may be why many of you are taking your time inside of this Ten of Wands energy. And as you can see when I flip this Ten of Wands over right here, he's only a few steps away from relief, from home, even though what he's carrying is heavy. And I think many of you have this strange awareness or a premonition almost that this is the price or the trade-off. Some other signs that you may see is some form of physical or literal destruction. So maybe your home or your office at work floods. There could be some sort of like a fire with this Tower card here even. Some of you, I'm not really picking up like a lot of destruction. It's just more like a nuisance is what I'm picking up, where it's like it may be maybe an area is too smoky or something like that, and you can't get your work done, or you can't stay in a certain place because the plumbing is down, or the AC doesn't work, or the heater, something like that. It's like something that just gets in the way, in other words, and it kind of puts you in a different situation. So some of you may have to stay at a family member's home or a friend's house or even a hotel while waiting for this problem to get resolved. Some of you as well may have friends or family that kind of come in and add extra wands to your plate, and that's why you're feeling more exhausted than usual. And they're like, hey, I just need a place to stay. I need to borrow your car, something like that. I need some money. I need you to put in a good word at your job so I can get a job or something like that. So it could kind of go either which way. It could be you or someone coming to you for help, or you needing help. But basically, that is going to be one of the signs that you see right before your manifestation hits, where it just seems like your plate is a little more crowded than usual because something else got added onto it. White birds may be another major sign for you with this dove here in this Tower card, as well as just feeling exhausted, more exhausted than normal. You may be getting more hours of sleep at night, but wake up more tired. You may be eating super healthy, really trying to take care of your mental health, meditating, going to therapy, exercising, just being on top of your day-to-day, but feeling really exhausted or like you are still doing something wrong. You guys may also be seeing a lot of eyes as well in your sleep, and imagery as symbols, as art, and even crying, being more emotional than usual is coming up here, feeling the need or want to cry more often to release all this pent-up emotion, feeling like you are carrying around a lot of emotions, heavy emotions that you need to express or release. But one big sign is having to abandon something or an area or a workspace or home, and feeling like because of that, so much more is added to your plate, but in reality, it's being removed as a stressor from your life. So you're right there at the finish line, pile one. When it comes to this chapter, goal, prayer, wish, dream, you are so close to the damn finish line. Do not let this Tower moment make you forget that, okay? It's really important to not let this Tower moment fool you. Let's see some other signs that your manifestation is coming. We have here tarot guidance. So you may even hear it in a tarot reading like, hey, your manifestation is about to come. And then we have here a Ouija board. Caution. Interesting. Okay. You guys may get personal readings done or watch a lot of pick-a-cards. You may read cards yourself, but the tarot will also be another sign or another indicator for you. A lot of your cards or the messages in those cards will start to point towards a really big shift or a new beginning, especially with this Fool card right here on the front of this tarot guidance oracle card. And that may be a card that you start to get a lot just before your manifestation hits, is the Fool card. And with this Ouija board caution right here, I have this feeling that like, oh, that's right, I did say that some of you are highly sensitive, so you can feel things happen before they do. You have a very strong sense of premonition, or you pay close attention to it. You definitely don't dismiss it. One thing is when you start getting those sensations that something's about to hit, it sort of revs up your anxiety, pile one, and you get a lot more cautious and suspicious of your surroundings. You may around times like that tend to sort of stay in the house, to sort of avoid people because your anxiety gets revved up so much, almost like when animals sense a storm coming and they get a little more tense than usual. But the really cool thing here, pile one, is spirit will be communicating with you a lot through tarot or just divination readings in general, and will be sending you a lot of instructions and guidance during this time, so you don't get too ravaged by your anxiety of what's about to come or what's about to hit, because you just want some clarity is what I'm really picking up, pile one. You just really want some clarity. Let's see. So we have here Adventure South. And Dark Matter Mystery. Yeah. So like I was saying, pile one, you're gonna have this feeling that what's happening is very random with this Adventure South card right here, and Dark Matter Mystery, like where it's just like I really don't understand what the fuck is going on. It's gonna feel like it's a conspiracy against you. That's what I'm picking up here. I'm not trying to scare you guys. There's nothing to be scared of because it's not going bad. Nothing's going bad. It's just gonna look like it. So if this is like scaring you or upsetting you, I don't mean to do that. But yeah, that's what it seems to be. It just kind of seems to be like, what the fuck is going on? This is random as hell. I wasn't prepared for this. This Adventure South card, something about her umbrella that she's carrying is sort of saying to me like, I just wasn't prepared. I didn't expect this. Then underneath the card here we have Fury Bushfires. Yeah, you guys, watch out for any fires or anything like that. Pile one for you guys, watch out for any fires or anything like that. The Tower card here is as you can see, there's a fire in the Tower card. The Tower card is also ruled by Mars, a fire sign or a fire energy, a fire planet. And it's kind of an explosive planet as well. And we have here Fury Bushfires. Like I said, there's something here that you're not necessarily prepared for, that you can feel something coming, you just don't know exactly what it is. But this is not really something that you can prepare for, pile one. And that's why I'm saying Spirit's really trying to say to you, like, don't get anxious, don't get scared, don't get nervous. This is not going to shut you down. This is not going to put you out of a home, out of your business, out of work, out of anything. This is not going to put you in a worse off situation. It's actually going to put you in a better situation. Like I said, these things are coming to sort of level the playing field, to take a few stressors off your plate, to take a few responsibilities off your plate. And let's just do one card pull to see the energy of the timing around your manifestation, pile one. Actually, let me get two cards. So the very first one that we have, Seven of Swords. So swords is always fast moving energy. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Then we got Pentacles, and then we got Cups. So swords is pretty fast moving energy. Cups can be a little more fluid, or more slow than the swords for sure. And the Pentacles is probably the slowest moving. So there is a bit of and then we have another swords card right here, the Three of Swords. So yeah, it's interesting. There's something also mental going on here too that's kind of affecting the pace of it. It's like you get it in spurts. Like there's moments where your manifestation is really like zooming towards you 1,000 miles an hour. And then there's other times where it's almost come to a complete stop or a halt with this Four of Pentacles right here. Yeah, this has to do with the environment that you're in, pile one. There's some sort of environment that you're in that's quite stressful. And you're really worried about either, people trying to take advantage or something like that. But you're really doing everything in your power to help people as much as you can. You really are. But there's a sense of you that is worried about being taken advantage of. And I think it's because one of the reasons that your manifestation may sort of have this like stop and go action to it is because of the fact your surroundings, what you're surrounded by. Either like you're worried about other people, you're trying to take care of other people, you're trying to help other people, but they're kind of putting their shit onto you, like I was talking about earlier, pile one. It's the energy that your surroundings have you in. It's the mental state that your surroundings have you in, because whatever your surroundings or environment is, it's almost primed for this anxiety with this Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords right here. There's just a lot of anxiety. And that's what almost kind of, it has a lot of influence. Your mental state, your and your anxiety levels play into a lot of what you're manifesting and how quickly you manifest it. And there could also be someone around you playing mental games as well with this Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords energy right here, or you are suspicious of that, you're worried about that, you're anxious about that because of this environment that you're in. You may have to clear your surroundings up. You may have to clean your surroundings up a bit, pile one. Physically, you may have to cut a few people off. Whatever it is intuitively that you feel you need to do to sort of free up some mental space and create a more peaceful state for yourself, that's what needs to be focused on right now. That's what's going to speed your manifestations up for you, pile one. There's just so much survivor's mode energy here with the Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, Tower card, Four of Pentacles. Okay, and then let's see, let's just get, yeah, that's right. Let's go to the jar here and see when exactly it is that you guys could be manifesting. So I want you guys to think very clearly about what you want. Let's wait for this plane. Now let's see, pile one, I want you to just really think about what it is that you want. Focus on that. And I'm going to pull 3 different time frames for your pile that way, because it might be certain dates and time frames that just resonate with different people. So yeah, just try to focus on what it is that you want, what you've been manifesting, what you've been asking for. Let's see, okay, I got this one, number 1. One more. All right, so let's see, pile 1, when is your manifestation coming? So we've got the number 4, we've got the number 10, and we've got the number 2. And then we have here a week. We've got a blank one. Then we have a month, and then we have a year. So this blank piece of paper could represent like any time frame. It could represent days, minutes, hours. This could be the combination of any of these sort of time frames for you guys. So it could be 2, 4, or 10 weeks, 2, 4, 10 months, 2, 4, 10 years, depending on what it is that you're trying to manifest. That's why I said that I wanted to do 3 different time frames, but we also even have a blank piece of paper in here, which is, I left a blank piece of paper in one of the jars to kind of indicate like there is a lot of almost up and down or like fluctuations in the manifestation. So this time could vary, but it looks like at the earliest you could be looking at weeks to months, depending on what it is that you're trying to manifest. Like I said, there's a lot that you guys have on your plate right now. And so as all these moving pieces are getting moved around for you, that the way you can sort of release certain things from your responsibility, that could take a bit of time. Make sure that you are intuitively listening to your higher self, not just these pieces of paper, not just the reading here, not just me, but also your higher self and your intuitive self. And if your intuitive self is saying like, yeah, I do kind of feel like this is a year away or a month away or a week away, whatever, take that and, prioritize that over anything else. Okay. So this is all that I'm saying, pile 1. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye guys. All right, and pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So we are starting out with your tarot cards, then we'll check out your oracle cards. I'm gonna pull a few more oracle cards on camera, as well as I will be pulling some time frames out of a couple of jars here, just to sort of see if we can get more of a specific answer as to when you can expect your manifestation. Okay, so this will be very general. Keep that in mind, but we're going to get as detailed as we can and as specific as we can. So let's get started. Very first card here, we have the King of Cups. Okay, and this is a vice versa tarot. For those of you wondering, you guys always ask me what cards I'm using, and I never remember to like put them in the description. So it's a vice versa tarot, really cool deck because as you can see the backside. Pile 2, your manifestation is not very far off. There's a test that you are currently in the middle of, Pile 2, and it's not one that you can pass or fail. It's just simply about what you can learn from it. You've got some emotional awareness that you've been developing as of late, and you are a lot closer to understanding yourself than you ever have been before. So this is a timeless reading, but for those of you watching now, there's something happening just after Mercury goes direct, which I believe happened today, maybe yesterday. Like I said, this is a timeless reading, but if you were watching this at the time of me posting or pretty soon after, keep your eyes on the month of March. Yeah, we're moving into Pisces season, a water season. Okay, and we got the King of Cups right here. So maybe that's where that feeling is coming from. But either way, keep your eyes on the month of March. And for those of you watching this at a later time, don't worry, I'm still going to be pulling some additional, time strips on camera here. But pile 2, it's not very far off. I think there was just an emotional test that you had to rise above. You got triggered a few times, understandably, but you've got the hang of it now. And if you are wondering what this is someone or something that used to really get under your skin and you like laugh them off now. Or you cut them off and you don't give them the time of day. But whatever used to bother you or you used to be really enveloped in that just simply does not affect you anymore is the emotional test that you just passed or have learned from, I should say. So if this was a person or a relationship, they could have been a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is also you finding independence from someone or something. It just doesn't have that much pull or influence or control over you anymore. It's just sort of like it doesn't really it doesn't get to you anymore. It doesn't bother you. It could be shit that's happening in the media, happening in society, happening around the world in the collective, something with your parents or your childhood, your family, your siblings, your partner, your friends, your kids, whatever this is, school, work, whatever this is just not bothering anymore. It could be your self-esteem, the way that you saw yourself, the way that you feel about yourself. You're not really trying to be perfect or trying to fit in a certain way anymore is what I really feel here. It's like, I'm just accepting it, that this is what it is, this is how it is. And it's brought a lot of emotional peace for you. Now let's see the signs that Spirit will send you just before your manifestation gets here. And we have here the Empress. This is the back of her card. And then we have here the Nine of Wands. Actually, I can't tell if this one is the back of it or if this is the front of the Nine of Wands. I don't know. Okay, we'll keep it like this. Some of you may be ruled by Venus with this Empress card right here. So that make you a Taurus or a Libra, or just having a lot of Taurus, Libra energy in your chart. And then we also have the Nine of Wands right here, which is ruled by Sagittarius. One sign that Spirit will send you to let you know for sure your manifestation is on the way. It sounds a bit weird, but it'll be like a project or an idea. It's like you were watching TV one day or hanging out with your family or studying for school. You'll be doing something totally random when this idea sort of hits you, and you'll really fall for it. And that's why you're going to really want to protect it or not tell anyone about it with this Nine of Wands right here, because it's such a good idea that other people may try to take it. And I don't think that'll happen for you, but you'll be very guarded and secretive at first. Now, I don't know why Spirit would send you an assignment to let you know that your manifestation is coming. It almost seems like Spirit is trying to throw you off the scent of your own manifestation, like it's trying to distract you with a project. And I know what this could be. Okay, so this might not even be an idea. Well, it could be for some of you, but for the rest of you, this is just simply a switch up in physical appearance. Maybe losing weight, gaining muscle, cutting your hair, getting extensions, dyeing your hair, changing your wardrobe. This may even be exploring a different style of magic or manifestation with this Empress card right here. Some of you may try a manifestation technique that you hear about and it ends up working. You may try a manifestation technique that deals with mirrors, that deals with writing, something like that, where you come across this manifestation technique and you're like, you know what? Let me just try it. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. you sort of just hear about this technique and it ends up working. But whatever goal or project that you take on, it'll have a lot of your focus. As you can see on the back side of this Nine of Wands, there's kind of a temptation here for him, but he ain't tempted. He's safeguarding something. And I see you guys doing that, getting really excited about trying something or switching something up and actually doing it. But this is to raise your vibration and to keep it raised, because pile 2, the more excited you are about even these tiny little changes, like maybe you went all week without eating fast food. Maybe you went all week and you exercised every day, or you dressed up for work every day or something like that, or school, and so it's like these tiny little things that you're doing. These small wins for you is what's pushing you closer and closer to manifesting, because it's like you're propping up your own vibration with these small little wins, these small little goals, these little daily goals that you set for yourself. So some of you may even meet a woman or someone with feminine energy, since we have a woman in the Empress card here and then this woman here on the back side of the Nine of Wands. Some of you may even meet a woman or someone with feminine energy that's trying to manifest or work towards something similar that you also want. So for example, let's say that like you've been wanting to move to New York and you meet someone that says, hey, I've been planning to move to the Big Apple too, or I just did move there. Many of you guys will run across someone trying to manifest something very like almost eerily similar to what you're trying to manifest. And that will be a huge clear indicator that your divine gift is on the way. Some of you may also even rescue an animal, a pet, or come across a stray animal. I don't know why, but that's even coming up. Could be because of this Empress energy right here. So let's see the energy surrounding the timing of your manifestation. Let's just see. Get a real basic King of Pentacles in reverse. So that's slow moving energy. Anytime we deal with Pentacles is pretty slow moving energy. Then we have here the Wands, Six of Wands in reverse. But these are in reverse. Yeah. And then we've got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is coming in kind of fast, you guys. This is coming in kind of fast for my pile 2s. The King of Pentacles is right here, but it is in reverse. And I believe that the King... Oh my God, loud ringing in my left ear. This has been happening all week. It's crazy. I don't know if that's for you guys or me, but loud ringing in my left ear. So yeah, this is coming in pretty fast though. With this King of Pentacles in reverse, what was I going to say about him? I forgot with that ringing. I don't believe that this is a manifestation that needs to come together. I don't believe that there's a lot of different elements and factors playing into your manifestation that needs to come together. I believe that that's why your King of Pentacles is in reverse, and your Six of Wands, I believe, is in reverse, because it's not necessarily something that you are like really reaching that hard for. Like I said, for very many of you guys, it almost seems to be something that you just kind of try. And like you try a different manifestation technique and it works out. This may even be something that is trying to prove itself to you. So the universe may be conspiring on your behalf to prove to you that it can hear you and that your manifestations actually work, that you have enough power to manifest and attract the things that you want with this Empress card right here. Yeah, I think that that's what is happening for many of my pile 2s, is the universe is trying to prove something to you. It's trying to prove to you like, hey, like keep your faith, Oh yeah, look at this. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse right here. Knight of Wands upright, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something may have been slow moving at first because you just didn't think or didn't have that much faith that you could actually, and it's 11:11 on my clock right now. There is a lot of signs and synchronicities with my pile 2s. So that may be another indicator for you guys seeing 11:11 a lot. But yeah, one thing that I was mentioning was that some of you guys may have not tried to manifest something before. Like, let's just say like you really wanted this job, but you didn't try to manifest it because you didn't feel qualified. That may have kept you from actually putting yourself out there, trying to attract it in. But one thing that the universe is teaching you, pile 2, right now that you're learning very well, is you have a lot of power to attract because of your energy. Your energy is very savory. But the thing is that some of you guys are not very aware of your own energy and how attractive it is. It's very attractive to the universe with this King of Cups right here and this Empress card. But you are the one that was creating a lot of barriers and walls and stuff with this Nine of Wands right here. So you guys are learning, once you see that like, hey, let me just put myself out there and try this. Let me just try to believe in something that sounds so stupid. Like, it for you, for some of my pile twos, it might sound so stupid to write something down 100 times every single day and it's just gonna happen, you know, like, but I see you guys hearing a manifestation technique where it's just like, I could give that a try. That's something that I might be able to like invest my time and energy into. That may be a technique that I can take seriously, and it ends up working for you. So I think more than anything, the universe is just trying to prove to you, like, you're very attractive. It's very easy for you to manifest. It's just more so about getting your confidence. It's more so about getting your confidence to agree with you. Check out your oracle cards. We have here Oracle Wisdom. Yeah. And we have Pendulum Decision. Okay. So this Oracle Wisdom card is confirming that earlier message that some of you are destined to meet someone that will share a similar want, goal, or idea to you. And this person, you might not meet them physically, but it could even be like a podcast host that you come across, or a celebrity or internet personality, a TV personality that you just vibe with, and they end up talking about how they're trying to move to the same city that you're trying to move to. Just going back to that example, or they talk about how they're trying to manifest something with their health or their physical body. It's kind of like you're going to come across a person that is working towards almost the same exact thing that you are, where it's just like, what are the fucking odds that, you know, I come across this person and they're working towards the same thing that I am. You know, many of you have been at a standstill in terms of making a decision as well with this Pendulum Decision card right here. Some of you have been trying to manifest spirit guiding you towards the right answer as well, because you are conflicted in terms of, what do I do now? What's next? Where do I go? Some of you are simply just trying to manifest directions from the universe. The universe is coming through with a very clear cut and dry decision for you. Many of you may be invited to church or some sort of convention or speaking engagement or community or something like that, and they end up talking about everything that you've been asking the universe for signs for. Your answers are coming through so direct. And this is how spirit plans on dealing with you, pile 2. Very direct. There's just a lot of directness with you, between you and the universe. And like I said, you're kind of direct as well, where you're just like, that's dumb. So the universe is supposed to just gift me with like $1,000 because I write it down every day, you know, at the same time, or just something weird, or, you know, because I say this to myself in the mirror, something like that. But there is something that's going to really click with you, and you're like, I could get behind that. Like I said too, if there's any sort of manifesting techniques that you've been using mirrors to help you draw in and attract these things, keep going with that. That's a very specific message, and it's for those of you that have been using mirrors to manifest. Keep going with that because it's working. That's just coming through very strongly for you guys. Yeah, as well as too, we have this water here. Very reflective energy. Very, very reflective. Something about using your reflection is very powerful. And maybe even working at night for some of you, since we have both of these cards. They even have the Empress here with her background as the nighttime, and the King of Cups right here too. So yeah, the nighttime may be another thing for you guys, manifesting at night. Okay, let's see. Let's get a couple more cards for you guys. What signs can pile 2 look towards for their manifestation? What signs will happen for pile 2? The very first card that we have here is change, wind. Like I said, some of you guys may be changing your appearance. You may get really into wanting to change your appearance right before your manifestation hits. I know that sounds really weird, but it's just something that sort of comes over you, and you're like, you know what? I really want to do this, or I really want to do that. I really want to change this or that up. And while you're focused on changing this thing about yourself that makes your self-esteem just skyrocket, this manifestation comes right on in. Because like I said, emotional peace for you is a huge deciding factor as to how quickly your manifestations come in. Let me just get one more. I should have just checked underneath the pile, or the deck. And then we have here Earth. No, wait, there's two cards. Let me keep shuffling. And then we have here Fury, bushfires. Okay. This was under the deck for a different pile. But, and then underneath the deck we have desert, solitariness. Looks a lot like this Nine of Wands right here. So, pile 2, Fury bushfires could be some sort of an explosive conversation or an intense conversation that ends up sort of happening out of nowhere. You know, like it's a fury. It's just this, it's this sort of fire. You know, bushfires, like they spread so easily. So this could be something that kind of somehow trickles down to you, where maybe you had nothing to do with the situation. Somehow you get sort of dragged into it and it just sort of explodes from there. But it kind of looks like something that is almost contagious in a sense. And you end up getting kind of sucked into something that initially had nothing to do with you. But because you are somebody that's a very Nine of Wands sort of person, you really like to stay away from just the fuckery and the bullshit. It's not really going to touch you that much. This Nine of Wands right here is telling me everything that I need to know about this Fury Bushfires card. It's not really going to touch you. You're very good at separating yourself from just chaotic energy. You're very good at that. So I'm seeing more so you just being like, listen, y'all can take all this over here. Y'all can take all this bushfire stuff. I'm over here focusing on, I don't know, whatever it is that y'all are focusing on, getting your appearance together, changing it up, focused on making a big purchase, whatever it may be. It's something that you're really excited on and you just don't have the time or the energy to focus on whatever sort of happens over here. So one sign could be some sort of like explosive kind of argument, or something happens with a relationship that, you know, maybe you're like a mutual friend or family member, something like that. Two people kind of get into it, stop talking, something along those lines. That could be another big sign that your manifestation is on the way. Now let's get a few numbers here. So pile 2, I just want you to think. Focus on what it is that you're trying to manifest. I'm going to pull 3 different time frames. Pile 2. Two and 3. Okay. Three. I actually had this one in my hand, but I kind of just want to keep this one out too. Okay. So got the number 5, we've got the number 4, we've got the number 7, and we've got the number 10. Then over here we've got a blank piece, and then we have months, and then we have weeks. So for this to come out blank, this means that it could be anything. It could be a day, it could be a month, it could be a week, it could be a year. You know, it's a blank piece of paper to say that it's not too set in stone. But like I said, pile 2, it does seem like your manifestation is coming in pretty quickly. And you've got the months strip here and the weeks strip here. So it could be a combination of 7 months, 5, 4, or 10 months, or 7, 5, 4, 10 weeks. Definitely go off of your intuition. Don't just go off of the cards and the strips and me and the messages. But this is what I'm seeing, pile 2. So yeah, at any point over the next few weeks or few months, you guys could definitely be expecting to see tangible evidence of your manifestation coming through, which is really, really, really damn dope. But that's what I was picking up anyways. Like, it's not that far off for you guys at all. This is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we're going to start with your tarot cards, then we'll check out your oracle cards. I'm also going to be pulling some additional oracle cards on camera, as well as a few different time slips that I handmade to get more specific details as to when you can expect your manifestation. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, but I'm going to get as detailed and specific as I possibly can in a general reading. Okay, so let's get started. Very first card that we have here for you is the Hierophant. And for those of you wondering, I'm using the Vice Versa Tarot deck, and it's really cool because it's like it has this, you know, it has a backside to it, which is really neat. Let me also say this for you, pile 3. It is 234 right now, and that may be significant number sequence for some of you. But yeah, so we have the Hierophant here, and I can already see that this is the 9 of Cups in reverse, but we'll get to this card in a minute. So how far away is your manifestation? The energy is surrounding your manifestation, pile 3. We have the Hierophant here. So pile 3, you're going to be the intense pile. I can already feel it. Spirit is very firm with you. Spirit is coming through and saying, didn't I tell you that this was coming? How many more signs do you need? How much more clarity do you want? How much more proof do you require to know that I've already set things into motion for you? Spirit wants to know why you are here when it's already made a promise to you that this is going to happen. So Spirit is saying that your manifestation is here, and before you start looking under the couch and asking, well, where the hell is it? Spirit is saying, be patient. It is here, but be patient. And so I don't get this. Hold on. I gotta sit with this for a couple of minutes. Okay, pile 3, what many of you are unaware of is you are not just manifesting what you asked for, but there's a lot more coming with it. For some of you, there's other people involved. There's other people tagging along with your manifestation. For some of you, you're not just manifesting the perfect job, but you're also manifesting the right boss and coworkers and workspace, work environment. For many of you, you're not just manifesting peace and security, but also a genuine support system. For many of you, you're not just manifesting an opportunity or success, but a life partner to share it with. And because of that, this manifestation isn't just moving off of your timing, but it's also sort of interconnected to these other people and their pace and level of awareness. So you're manifesting a lot more than what you asked for, pile 3, but you don't know that just yet. You don't see that just yet. Spirit wants you to focus on your faith, strengthening it, because this isn't an exclusive event, pile 3. This will happen many more times in your life where you are told to be patient and to focus on building your faith. So much depends on your trust, pile 3, because your manifestations are intersections where a lot of worlds and realities and people collide. There's a lot of fate in your pile. So like I said, you are the intense pile, and Spirit is being quite firm with you. Like I told you, this is coming, but we're not just going off of your timing and schedule, because there's so many other factors involved, pile 3. And Spirit wants to make sure this gets hand delivered to you at the appointed time, because there's a much bigger picture coming together. And like I said, you may have been asking for like just going back to those examples that I use. Those are just examples, by the way, but just going back to those examples that I use, like where maybe you're trying to manifest like a job that you love, that you can make a lot of money in, but Spirit is like, well, you know what, in order for that to happen, we have the perfect place for you, but they're not able to pay you what you deserve right now because they got to let go of another person, and that's about to happen. You know, maybe they got to let go of another person, or maybe they're transferring another person somewhere else, and it's like they have to move that around in order for you to move in and get everything that you're asking for. And like I said, there's other things coming along with your manifestations as well. Like going back to that example, if you're trying to manifest a job where you make more money, Spirit is like, well, in order for you to be at this job where you make more money, your work environment has to be good. This is the thing. The universe knows us so much better than we know ourselves. You know, like we could spend an entire lifetime and we never get to know all of ourselves, but the universe created us, so it knows us. The Creator created us, so it knows us very well, and it knows that in order for you to be dedicated to this job, in order for you to make the money that you want to make at this job, you have to love what you do, because it's the only way that you're going to actually apply yourself and push yourself to your potential at that job and get noticed enough to move up the ranks and to get that better position and to get that better pay. So there's other things involved for you, pile 3, and fill in the blanks. That was just an example, but fill in the blanks here. You know, you may be asking for marriage, you know, like you may be trying to manifest, I'm ready to get married, I'm ready to be in a committed relationship, and Spirit is saying in order for that to happen, I'm trying to pair you with the right person that also has that same goal in mind. So there's a lot here that Spirit is trying to match you up to your equal, to other people that kind of want the same thing as you do. That the way it's a more peaceful environment, and that the way there's order here, because the Hierophant also represents order. It represents order. It also represents a hierarchy. So there's like there's some stair steps involved here. So let's see these signs that Spirit will send you when your manifestation is right on the way. And this is the Nine of Cups, yes, but it is in reverse. And this is the other side of the Nine of Cups. I don't know what she's holding. Oh, she's holding a horn. And she's smiling at him, and that's why he's smiling. Okay. I don't know why. I just feel like I need to show you guys this. Okay. So, Spirit will go silent just before your manifestation hits. You may get to a point where you just snap. You've had enough and you're like, universe, where is my damn money? Or where is my job or my career or my spouse, my friend, my success, my support system? Whatever it is, you just get tired of waiting and you start looking everywhere and asking for all these signs, and you don't hear anything. You won't find any answers. Oh yeah, this was in reverse for you. You won't find any answers. You're going to be looking around and like, where is this? That's one of the big signs for you, is Spirit going quiet, the universe going quiet. Maybe you're not really seeing too many signs and synchronicities and being like, and thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, like maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe my manifestation isn't coming through. Maybe like I've been disconnected from this manifestation. Like it's like this feeling of like you've been disconnected from it. You're going to wonder if you've been disconnected from it. So that could manifest as like you wondering, did Spirit forget about you? Did the universe forget about you? Did it pass you by? Did you miss your opportunity? Did you not act quick enough? There's going to be all these questions and feelings of, what am I doing that's wrong? So there's going to be a brief moment of disconnection between you and the universe. And it's funny because we have the Hierophant card here, which is the ultimate connection between you and this higher power. The Hierophant represents God in a physical form. This is God using a physical vessel to exert its will, to broadcast its messages, and to create some sort of spiritual order in a physical place. And so it's funny how you go from feeling so extremely connected, almost channeling God in a sense, to feeling completely disconnected. This is very interesting here. So there's going to be like this flip-flop energy of feeling like you're really in alignment with your manifestation, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh my gosh, I really do think that the universe missed me. Maybe I need to like do this manifestation technique again. Maybe I need to ask for this again. Maybe I need to pray for it some more. Maybe I need to do this, and this, because you're going to be trying to almost summon Spirit, where you're trying to talk to Spirit and it's just not as communicative as normal. Let's check out your oracle cards, because now I'm curious. So we have here Augur, Mastery. Yeah, we see that with the Hierophant card here. Then we have Crystal Ball, Clarity. Yep. And we have Shagai, I think, Fragmented. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was talking about, this weird sort of flip-flop where it's like you got plenty of clarity, you feel like you've mastered this shit, and then all of a sudden you feel disconnected from your manifestation with this fragmented card right here. So some other signs that could be coming in is some sort of a master, somebody that seems like maybe a master manifester, somebody that seems like they really have it all together, like they have a lot of divine wisdom and knowledge, because you have the Augur Mastery card right here and the Hierophant and the Crystal Ball. So this is somebody that comes through and seems to provide some sort of clarity, something like that. So that may be another sign that your manifestation is right around the corner, is you come across someone that helps to sort of ground you and almost put you back together with this Shagai Fragmented card right here. It's like they sort of reconnect you back to your faith in a sense, reconnect you back to this space of feeling a bit more grounded and not so worried that something has gone wrong with this Nine of Cups, with your manifestation not coming through as quickly. So for sure, a really big sign could be some sort of clarity, some sense of clarity or some sense of knowing coming through, clear cognizance, clear sentience, something like that, some sort of clear knowing coming through. Or it could be in the form of a person where this clarity comes through for you. And you seem to get a little bit of peace through them because of the things that they're talking about. And they may share a similar story where they were like, yeah, I was trying to manifest something and I just didn't think it was going to happen, or I've been praying for something and I just lost the faith. I didn't think it was going to happen. And then boom, it happened. So it's almost as though, you come across this story, or you come across this wisdom and this comfort and this encouragement at the right time. You come across it at the right time, and it sort of almost helps to it's almost like adhesive, where it helps put you back together. And you're like, you know what? I just need to take a chill pill. Everything's working out. I'll be fine. And then boom, it happens for you. Let's get 2 more cards. Okay, very first one that came out is we have here marine life richness. Some of you are manifesting riches, legit. Some of you are manifesting riches. It says richness in this card, but some of you are manifesting a frequency change as well. And then we have here fire ignition. Yep, it's exactly what I was talking about. Some of you are also manifesting a frequency change where you learn how to become more abundant. You learn how to become more abundant. You learn how to trust in your own abundant frequency, your own abundant energy. And underneath the deck, let's see, we have here transformation pressure. Yeah, some of you guys are just getting a frequency upgrade, and that'll be another sign that hits right before your manifestation comes in. Is this almost like I said, you fall apart and you come right back together with this ignition fire and this richness marine life card right here, where you sort of seem to have a bit of a fallout, or like you're just like really worried that, oh my gosh, this isn't gonna happen for me. You started out really strong. You made that manifestation. You wrote those intentions and the energy was right. The vibe was lit. Everything felt amazing. And then a couple weeks go by, or a couple of months, or a couple years, and you're just like, what the fuck? Where is this? That's the thing. A lot of you guys are learning how to master your own frequency and your own energy, so that the way you don't get freaked out too much, or you don't get taken too far off the path because things aren't turning out the exact same way that you planned or you saw them to. Because you have the Hierophant card right here. This card is ruled by Taurus, and the 9 of Cups here is ruled by Pisces. But the Hierophant card is all about planning. It's all about knowing. It's all about structure. And it sort of adopts a lot of energy from the previous card, the Emperor card. Number 5, the Hierophant card, it actually starts to develop the skeletons of that order, or of that hierarchy. It really starts to come together, and they start to implement, or they start to almost enforce this order. So one thing that I'm seeing with you is you learning how to master your own energy, and how to maybe even master your own mind, or your own emotions, your own spiritual being that doesn't get too freaked out or too imbalanced, too destabilized because things aren't working out the way that you planned them. Hierophant card is, like I said, it's all about hierarchy and planning and order, and things are supposed to, go like this. Things are supposed to look like that. Things are supposed to be like this versus like that. So there's not a lot of opposition when we're dealing with the Hierophant. And here you're dealing with a lot of opposition. So this feels very unnatural, and it feels a little bit scary because you had it in your brain, and the energy was so good when you were manifesting or praying or setting intentions, whatever it is that your routine is. When it comes to manifesting, you felt really good while doing this. And then all of a sudden, some time goes by and it's like, okay, I'm starting to lose that feeling. Or, things happen, life kind of happens. Maybe you get into some arguments, or, just day-to-day fluctuations in our energy and in our emotions. And you sort of get taken out of that really good feeling, that really good confident feeling that this is going to happen. But I'm definitely seeing this sort of come right back. I'm seeing you come back into yourself. And that's going to be another main indicator that your manifestation is right around the corner, is you feeling more powerful in a sense, because you lost yourself a little bit, but you were the one that sort of recouped yourself. You were the one that sort of brought yourself back together. And like I said, we have the transformation pressure card here underneath the deck. So there is a lot of transformation that's happening for you right now. And one of the reasons that you may just be so fed up is because, like I said, one, you feel a little bit more disconnected from spirit than usual. Some of you guys are you have a very close relationship to spirit. You communicate a lot with spirit. Some of you can physically, literally hear, smell, sense, see spirit in the spiritual realm. And you're going to feel a little bit disconnected right before your manifestation hits. And that is to sort of almost to get you to show yourself that you're never separated from your power, and you're never separated from spirit. But it may just be something that you need to see for yourself, because this is what I feel like spirit is doing with you. I feel like spirit is all around you and you just can't see it. I feel like you are rich with these different interactions with spirit, these different signs, messages, synchronicities that they send you all the time, like we were talking about earlier. And then all of a sudden it just goes quiet. And you have to sort of almost learn how to take up that space where it's like, okay, you know what? It's okay if I can't necessarily hear spirit right now. I've got my higher self. I can just focus on that. Sometimes spirit goes quiet. That's the way we can only communicate with and commune with our higher self. Sometimes it wants to clear that channel. And the Hierophant also talks about that as well. Your channel has to be clear in order for this higher power. In order for God to use you as a vessel, your channel has to be clear. That is really high vibrational energy that you are taking on. And if somebody is just too imbalanced or too messed up or too something, it can seriously do more harm than good to be that connected, to interact that closely with spirit. It can do more harm than good. So I'm seeing right now your channel getting cleared out, and that may be why spirit goes quiet, but that's going to be one of the main indicators that, oh, your manifestation is close. Okay, so pile 3, I'm just going to pull I'm going to pull 3 different time frames for you guys to see if we can get some specifics on when your manifestation is coming. So try to focus on what it is that you want. Focus on what it is that you have asked for. Let me also say this too, before I pull that. Some of you may also be worried that you manifested in the wrong way. Some of you, like, let's just say, for example, maybe you grew up Christian, right? And you decided to use this manifestation technique that's not necessarily Christian. You may be worried that you fucked up somehow. Is this my fault because I didn't go through Christ or prayer or church or something like that? That's just one example. But some of you may be dealing with a few of those feelings, like the way that I went about trying to attract this or pull this in wasn't the way that I should have gone with it. And that's why I'm not manifesting. But you're going to see that's not the case, that's not true at all. But I just had to say that. Okay, so focus on your manifestation. Sorry. And one thing that you're going to okay, let me just finish this up. One thing that you're going to realize is that spirit is everywhere. It's not just in one place. It's not just in one sort of religion. It's not just in one culture, one person, one body, one planet, one galaxy. Spirit is everywhere. You are rich with spiritual energy, pile 3. So don't cut yourself off from other beliefs and cultures and faiths and things like that may speak to you, because you've got a spirit that is ignited by a lot of fire. You've got a spirit that is just very tapped in. And I think with this ignition fire card right here, spirit is saying you can use just about any technique that you want, because you really do know how to wield your power. We've got the augur mastery card, the Hierophant. You guys really do know how to wield your power, but sometimes you forget. Sometimes you feel like you can only wield power if you go through this direction. If I have to use that crystal and I got to use that over here and that over there. So I feel like sometimes spirit kind of, especially when it comes to this manifestation, they're going to go a little bit quiet. That the way you can see that, like, that's not the only way to hear from spirit. There's so many ways that my pile 3s are hearing from the higher realms, for sure. All right, now that I'm done with that, focus on your manifestation. Okay. So we've got the number here 5. We've got the number here 1. And we've got the number here 8. Get one more. Okay. And then we have here the word months, then a blank piece of paper, and then we have here again month. Okay, so pile 1. It looks like within months your manifestation is going to be happening. Now this card or this piece of paper here, I left one blank piece of paper in one of the jars. And that was if Spirit wanted to really reiterate that, like, this could be anywhere from like now to whenever. So with this blank piece of paper right here, this is kind of Spirit saying, like, also use your intuition. What do you feel? Do you feel like something is close right now? Then okay, you might be somebody where it's only 1 month away versus it being 8 months away. You know what I mean? So kind of use your intuition to see that blank card there. But yeah, so this could be a combination of 1, 5, or 8 months. It's going to be different for everyone. Literally every person watching this is going to be different. Even if you pick the same pile, it's going to be different for everyone. But it looks like you guys are really working in the time frame of, like, this is 1 month to 8 months out for very many of you. But like I said, this is general, so it's going to fluctuate, of course. And you know, and given your own personal actions and what you do and decisions and choices, it's also going to affect these things too. But just looking at the energy right now, it looks like this is what you guys are working with in terms of your manifestation time window. Okay, so this is all that I'm seeing for my pile 3s. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. All right, in pile 4, welcome to your reading. So we are checking out tarot cards first. Then we'll get to your oracle cards. I'm also pulling some additional oracle cards on camera, as well as some little like time slips that I've handmade, just to get as specific and detailed as possible to see exactly when your manifestation may be materializing for you. Okay, so let's get started. Very first card that we have for you is the 9 of Pentacles, and this is a vice versa tarot that I'm using. You guys ask me all the time, I always forget to tell you, but this is a vice versa tarot. It's really cool because there's a back and a front side to it. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. And this is obviously the 10 of Pentacles, but we'll get to that in a minute. All right, pile 4. So there is a slow burn when it comes to your manifestations. Some of you in this pile have asked for things like independence, or your own money, your own car, your own home, whatever it is that you want to be able to acquire it on your own. You want to look back with a sense of pride to be able to say, like, I did that. You also want to be the one to make this happen, because that speaks volumes in terms of security. Like, you know, it's because it's like, I'm the one that made this happen. No one can take it from me. No one can control me. This is complete freedom and security to do as you please. But when we deal with the Pentacles, we're dealing with slow moving energy. And when I say slow, there's so much to unpack there. You know, it's very subjective and will be different for everyone. But when we deal with the Pentacles, we're dealing with structure, security, longevity. And, you know, it takes time for longevity to be built up. So this 9 of Pentacles here is ruled by Virgo and Venus. And this is high attention to detail, supreme work ethic, combined with patience, planning, and dreaming. Venus brings that element of your heart's desire. So your manifestation is essentially you, pile 4. I just don't get the sense that many of you in this pile, like, either you don't believe in manifestation, or you don't use it very often, or you do practice it, but you are mostly about putting your money where your mouth is. You know, I don't feel like you guys ask the universe for things or write it 50 times in a row and sit back and wait. My pile 4 is most of you guys are out here on the ground getting shit done and making moves. period. You're the exact recipe that the universe loves to work with, because you're not afraid of the work. You actually enjoy it, and you like seeing things get built from the ground up, especially with you as the architect. We've just got too much Virgo energy here with both of these cards. Both of these cards, the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles, are ruled by Virgo. And then you have here the 10 of Pentacles. So this is the card that represents the signs that Spirit and the universe will send you right before your manifestation gets here. So we have the 10 of Pentacles ruled by Virgo and Mercury. There's just a lot of organization here, pile 4. You got a lot of organization here. But one of the signs that is going to be sent to you is you guys actually start handling a lot of sort of responsibilities. So this could be like paying off old debts, working on your credit, saving up money, being more cautious about your spending, getting more, like diving into more finances, maybe even learning more about finances. And I keep saying finances because this is a Pentacles card right here. So this is sort of something where it's like you get really proficient when it comes to finances, and you come to this really good understanding of how me doing this over here affects us over there. Funny thing is, pile 4, I don't feel like you're going to get a lot of signs before this manifestation hits. I'm just like sort of sitting with this 10 of Pentacles. I'm just shuffling these cards right here because I just want to see the energy around your manifestation. I want to see the energy around the timing of your manifestation. But with this 10 of Pentacles, it's so hard. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, you're not going to get any signs. And we've got 7 of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands underneath the deck. Pile 4, you guys aren't going to get a lot of signs. And that's difficult to say because the universe is always communicating with us and always sending us signs and stuff. And it's not that you're not going to get signs, you just might not notice them. You might not see them. Especially with this High Priestess card right here. So much of signs that you get from the universe about where your manifestations are is going to be highly intuitive. You're going to get almost hardly any signs here. It's going to be almost shrouded in just, I don't know. But I also feel like you're not pressed to know exactly when your manifestation is going to hit. I feel like you're one of the piles today. You're one of the only, yeah, you're the only pile today that's not really like, where's it at? Like really like clawing for this. I feel like you're just, your energy is just so still. Your energy is so still. Let's see your oracle cards. Let's see. This is really interesting. We have here lots chance. Then we have here shooting star confirmation. This may be why you guys are very lax on it. You've already received confirmation. And then we have coins abundance. Yeah, you guys are okay. So some signs for you guys could be something like coins, seeing coins on the ground, you know, finding coins with like specific days or birthdays on it that correlate to or correspond to significant days or dates in the year for you personally. That could be one of them. Another thing for you guys could be a shooting star, seeing a literal shooting star outside. And that could be another huge confirmation that your manifestation is right around the corner. But for very many of you guys, I think that you already know that it's coming with this. Yeah, we got the High Priestess right here. Like I said, you guys' energy is very still. I think that might be why. Because you guys already know it's coming. You guys got confirmation a minute ago. Let me get a couple more oracle cards. You guys got confirmation some time ago. And you guys are sort of chilling. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were my pile where I was talking about how you guys are more so like, I don't need to tell you. I'll show you. Like, I don't need to spend all my time manifesting and asking the universe for this and that. Like, I'll go out here and make this damn shit happen my damn self. Like, y'all are just so determined is what I feel. Very determined, where it's just like, I'm not taking no for an answer anyway, so it doesn't really... Even with this Lot's Chance card right here, there's just like a whole bunch of there's all these different answers around you, and you're just like, I don't really care. I feel like you guys are just like, it's gonna happen either way. So I feel like you guys are just like, this is gonna happen either which way. Let's see, let's get a couple more cards. Oh wait, this is 2 cards right here. The very first one that came out though was Connection, the biome. And it's interesting to have the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles come out, one after the other. I feel like you guys are just very confident in your own work and in your own capabilities, that you know, some people, they manifest with the universe because maybe they don't have a lot of faith in themselves that they can get something done. Or maybe they feel like they need some sort of like cosmic, galactic backup in securing the bag, or, you know, kind of manifesting something, bringing something in. I feel like it's the opposite with you guys. I feel like you guys are the one where it's like, I'll use the universe as like a plan B. It's a contingency plan, but mostly this is just, you guys just really believe in hard work. Funny how I literally asked, like, wow, that's funny. I'm not going to say what I said in my head, but it actually, it's crazy. And then we have here life, breath. Pile 4, underneath the deck, we've got comfort, hearth. Yeah, you guys are chilling. You guys are comfortable. And if you're not comfortable, I don't know, either you didn't pick the right pile intuitively, this isn't your pile, or it's just the wrong timing. But eventually you're going to be good as hell because y'all are just comfortable. There's something about a specific smell with this Connection, the biome card right here. Something about a specific smell, maybe your nose. I don't know if you have sinuses, something like that. Where sometimes your nose gets stuffy because of allergies or, you know, just your environment. But there's something with this card here, the Connection, the Connection biome card right here, that says your breathing's gonna clear up, or you're gonna have a very specific, unique smell come through that maybe reminds you of a loved one or someone that's maybe deceased, or it reminds you of something, and that's gonna be a very significant sign that says like, yeah, your manifestation it's like right here. Oh, we also have the life breath card right here. Okay, yeah. It's going to be something with you guys is breathing. Like your breathing clears up or something. Some of you guys may also be moving out of a very congested area or environment, like from the city to a more suburban area where there's more trees and nature and life and things like that around. Because there's just something here about the air being too stuffy. I don't know. It's weird. It's like the air is too stuffy. I'm legit trying to make this make sense. And it's just, I don't know what this is, but there's something about the air being too stuffy. Maybe you're trying to manifest a move out of the city into a more like where the air is cleaner. Something about the air being too stuffy, your nose, and somehow it ties into your manifestation. That could even be a symptom that you get. Something goes on with your nose or something, or you start to just feel congested or stuffy. That may be one of the signs that you get, like your spidey senses that go off right before something occurs, or, you know, when premonition is sort of coming to you and trying to tell you that something is about to happen. Something may happen with your nose or the stuffiness. You may feel a little bit congested. Maybe even with your heart, there may be things that go on with your heartbeat, for instance. Like me, for instance, when I've stepped into a room with a certain type of energy, like when I connect with crystals and things like that, I always feel congestion around my heart. So it's different for everyone, but I'm kind of picking that up with you. Like your nose may sort of be one of your spidey senses or something like that. I know this sounds weird as all hell because we're looking into your manifestations, and I'm like, watch out for your nose. Your nose might get stuffy, but you guys, this is what's coming through. It's what's coming through. And I feel like for many of you guys, you're just so confident in the work that you do that you're just like, the universe can come through if it wants to, but I got me. I'm gonna come through. Like, it's just, y'all have some confident ass energy. Can I have some of it, please? Okay, let's see. I want you guys to think of your manifestation, whatever it is that you've asked for. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out 3 different time frames for your pile, just because there's so many people watching. I just want to make sure that we get as many time frames as possible. And I'm going to try to get it as specific as possible. So try to focus on what it is that you've been trying to manifest or wanting to manifest. Let's see, pile 4. When is your manifestation coming? Okay, these 2 came out. Let's get one more. Okay, and then we got one more. Let's get 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have here the numbers 11, 2, and 4. And then we have here the time frame months, weeks, and months. So you guys are looking at months at most. Like I said, this is general reading. Really try to go off your intuition here. And another thing as well is, like I've said to the other piles as well, is that, you know, your actions, decisions, and choices will also affect how quickly your manifestation comes in. So, you know, but just going off of the energy of right now, you're looking to be anywhere from 2, 4, or 11 weeks or months out from your manifestation, from seeing tangible evidence of your manifestation coming in, or seeing the bulk of your manifestation come in. So yeah, switch it up however it is that you want it. This is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do pray that this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon, but until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye guys. All right, and pile 5, welcome to your reading. So basically the reason that you don't have any cards here is because I am kind of doing an impromptu 5th pile. I did not plan on doing a 5th pile. With the other piles, I sat, meditated, gave it some time, shuffled off camera, and I just decided, like, I feel like there needs to be a 5th pile. So yeah, we're just gonna wing this one. Okay, so let's see. You guys can focus on your manifestation as I do this as well. Maybe we'll get some intense energy. Let's see. Pile 5. It's 333 right now on my clock as well, you guys. Just looked down and saw that. All right, so let's see. Where is pile 5's manifestation? There's pile 5's manifestation. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so it may be a little bit locked up right now in someone else's energy. It could be the environment that you're around, the people that you're hanging out with. And this is the vice versa tarot for those of you wondering and asking, why does that look like Prince William on the card? Do you guys notice that? I don't know why, but it looks like him to me anyways. So yeah, this is the vice versa tarot. Really cool because it has a backside to it, so you can kind of see you know, what they're looking at. But yeah, so we have the 3 of Pentacles here. The thing that I'm picking up with this pile 5 is that your manifestation may be sort of held up in a sense because of someone else's energy. So you may be married. Some of you guys may be married. You're very closely connected to someone. This isn't just like a friend or like a lover or just a family member. Like, this is really close quarters. It could even be someone that you live with. And if it's someone that you work with, this is someone that maybe you like started a side hustle or side hobby or business with, something like that. Their energy is affecting it, but it doesn't necessarily feel like they're doing this on purpose or anything. Let's just see. Let's see, because that was 2 cards. Let me keep shuffling. It doesn't feel like it's on purpose. It just feels like they Yeah, we got the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so it could just simply be because you guys are not on the same page. You guys are not in alignment, you're not in harmony, you're not on the same page. And because you guys are not on the same page, you're not in harmony, you're not in alignment, this is sort of blocking it a little bit, sort of holding it up, sort of stopping it. We also had the Ten of Swords that was just flipped over in the deck here. So yeah, this seems to be like another person's energy. The fact that you guys just can't get on the same page when it comes to your manifestations, when it comes to your goals and your future and your idea of the future, that's what's getting in the way here. So that's just on period. Let's see what signs and synchronicities the universe will send you right before your manifestation gets here. Let's see. We have here the Five of Wands in reverse. Look at that. Five of Wands in reverse. This is the end of fighting. This is harmony. This is what I was talking about, you guys. We even have the Star card underneath the deck. This is complete harmony. So that's what's going to be one of the biggest signs that your manifestation is right around the corner, is you guys finally start seeing eye to eye. You guys finally start working together instead of like against each other. And like I said, it's not deliberate. If this Five of Swords was upright and this Ten of Swords was upright, it would probably be more deliberate, but it's not actually deliberate. It's just that you guys are really working on coming into union right now. You guys are really working on meeting each other halfway. And so this is a collaborative union. This is a collaborative effort when it comes to your manifestation. Which is really interesting, because you would think, let me get some other signs here, but you would think that it would just have to, look at that, the Nine of Cups. The card of manifestation just came out. So yeah, what's going to end up bringing this in for you guys is you guys getting on the same page, because this may be a manifestation that is surrounding some sort of we got the Ten of Wands, and then we have the Four of Wands reverse. Yeah, you guys just getting on the same page, and that the way it doesn't feel like one of you is carrying all the weight, that the way it doesn't feel imbalanced. Like I said, harmony is what's going to really push this manifestation. It's going to just skyrocket it, so that the way it just moves way faster. Look at this Seven of Wands underneath the deck. This is all about harmony. I don't know what else to say, pile 5. This is all about harmony. You guys just need to find something that you can agree on right here. Because until you guys can agree, for some reason you guys have to agree in order for this manifestation to take place. And that's why I said either you guys are married, or if you do work with them, you guys like own a business together, you run a business together, something like that. And the reason why this manifestation is a little stuck right now, because that was the very first word that I heard when I saw this Three of Pentacles, was it's a little bogged down, a little backed up. It's a little blocked, because you guys can't agree on the goal or the future or the idea or the picture of your ideal situation. Once you guys figure that out, you're going to be manifesting like it's nothing. It could be someone that you live with, could be someone that you're married to, could be someone that you share a child. All right, pile 5, I'm so sorry. I had to charge my camera battery up because it just completely died out on me. I don't even remember the last thing that I said. I think I was done interpreting these cards. So let's get to your oracle cards, you guys. See exactly, or not to see exactly, but to see a little bit more about the different signs and stuff that you're going to be seeing right before your manifestation hits. Let's see, pile 5. That kind of jumped out, but it didn't really, kind of fell back in. Okay. Very first card that we have is Arrow, Focus. And we have here Psychometry, Sensitivity. Yeah, so it's like what I was talking about, where I was saying that this is all about harmony. So if you're trying to manifest something, especially something that you are in charge of with someone else, or like there's someone else somehow attached to this. Let's say that, like, you know, you're running a business, right? And you keep trying to manifest, like, I don't know, 1 million customers or something, $1 million or something. If your partner, if your colleague, your work partner, your business partner, if they're scared of the responsibility or the weight that comes with having that much clientele, then that's what's really holding back your manifestation, because you guys want different things. You may be very like excited about all this new business. Your partner may be petrified of it, you know, or feel like they're not necessarily capable. Yeah, look at this. We have dictionary communication underneath the deck. So, okay. So yeah, for sure, this is about you guys just like getting in harmony, finding one goal that you both can focus on, and then just moving forward in that direction. Yeah. Footprints was under the dictionary communication sign. So one thing, a few signs that you guys are going to see right before your manifestation hits is you guys may have a deep conversation, really communicate with someone. You guys may have a deep conversation, really communicate with this person that is somehow, in some way, shape, or form, they're somehow attached to this. So you guys may be having a deep conversation, just talking about what it is that you guys want. What does the future look like? What do your goals look like? You know, and finding a way to really connect to that with the psychometry sensitivity card right here, and finding some sort of common goal, common target, you know, common project, something like that the both of you can work towards together. But because you guys may be so different, it's best for you guys to utilize your strengths in those other areas instead of trying to force you guys to like work under the same conditions towards the same things if it's freaking one of you out in some way, shape, or form. So if that's the case, then definitely these are definitely some signs that you guys are going to see. There'll be a big conversation about what do you want the future to look like. And this will happen at a time where you are very open to communicating about the future. You're very open to being more flexible and trying to accommodate this other person, and vice versa. They'll feel that exact same way, where it's just like, let's just get on the same page. You guys will be ready to put the pitchforks down. You'll be ready to put down the argument and the pettiness if any of that is happening. And you'll be more ready to work as a team. That's what I'm seeing here. So when you guys are like, you know what, let's figure this out together, let's work as a team, that's when one of your manifestations are going to come through. And it's going to be a natural thing. It's going to be a natural progression. As well as too, I think another thing is if you find any random old jewelry around the house, especially, I know this sounds so weird and this is very specific, but if you find any sort of old jewelry around the house that has been missing for a long time, maybe it belonged to like a family member or a deceased loved one, or maybe it was a jewelry piece from when you were a kid or just a long time ago and you haven't seen it for a long time and it just pops up randomly somewhere, like just sitting on the floor somewhere and you see it clear as day, that's another major sign that your manifestation is rolling right on through very soon. Same exact thing with reading anything. If you find yourself reading something over the next, you know, however long it is before your manifestation happens, if you find yourself reading something and then describing things, similar things that you want, that could be another sign that your manifestation is right around the corner. You could be reading a book where they just mention like manifestation, like they mention something that's very, very spot on to what it is that you're doing or going through or something like that. So you may just find some sort of source material that you highly, highly relate to. And it's not a book that you're necessarily expecting. Like, let's say like you buy this like fantasy book or something, right? And they end up talking about a few things in there like business or manifestation, just something where you just wouldn't expect to see it. It could also as well be, because we have dictionary communication, it could be like words in a song where they say something and then you're like, wait, hold on, what were they just talking about? I never knew that word was in that song. It's going to be something that sort of sticks out of somewhere that you wouldn't normally look towards. Even with this arrow card right here, you may notice arrows pointing towards you or something like that, some sort of imagery, just getting really specific because of this card, just because of this card right here. Maybe something with arrows. And there's something about this card here, arrow focus, that feels like doing something in the sky. So maybe flying, birds, clouds. I don't know if you sun gaze, moon gaze, star gaze, something like that. But you may actually see signs and messages up in the sky, in the clouds, with the stars. You may see a shape. You may see the shape of an arrow. Arrows may be very, very significant. There's a very significant sign that you see right before your manifestation takes place, you guys. So these are going to be some really specific signs that you guys see, pile 5. crazy too, because I did not think I was going to be doing your pile, and then I was just like, I really feel like I need to, and I'm glad I did. So let's see, let's get a couple of more cards. Okay, so we have, oh no, it's 2 cards. Let me keep shuffling, you guys. We also have here fluidity, outer core. And pile 5, watch out for your dreams. Watch out for your dreams. We have solitariness, desert, and underneath the deck here we have joy, music. Oh yeah, like I was talking about with the songs. You guys may hear a song and you just sort of randomly notice like, oh my gosh, they talk about manifestation in the song and you never noticed it before. So it's going to be something, like I said, where you didn't notice it before. You just wouldn't be thinking, you wouldn't be looking in that area or direction for some sort of sign or synchronicity, and boom, one just pops right up in your face. So yeah, but with this fluidity outer core right here and solitariness desert, watch out for your dreams. You may dream of water. You may dream of a woman coming to you in water. This could be some sort of a deity or a goddess or a ascended master, something of that sort. It could even be an ancestor of yours, something along those lines. But something about her character here just looks like a cosmic egg, like the world card. It just, I don't know. So you may see symbolism in your dreams as you're sleeping of a woman who's either pregnant. You may dream of pregnancy. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so yeah, if you are having dreams of pregnancy, that's just because your manifestation is about to come. But you may also, like I said, just getting a little bit more like literal, you may actually dream of women with water around them. Very beautiful, beautiful women in your dreams you may see in the weeks or days or months leading up to this manifestation coming to fruition. You may find some sort of solitude near a beach or something like that. You may go to a beach. You may get invited to go to the beach, something, because we have like the ocean right here. This is the desert, but it almost looks like the sand dunes at a beach or something. And then we have here joy, music, where it looks like she's on some sand or something, but it could be like a beach, so something to do with beaches as well. You may be dreaming a lot of the ocean. You may be visiting the beach a lot. You may get messages and signs when you're around water, when you're at the beach. So water may be something that is almost like a activator for you in terms of conjuring up messages and stuff for you. It may be one way that you really connect to the higher realms in spirit in general. Okay, so definitely work with water. If you do water scrying, something like that, especially if you do water scrying, you may see messages pop up in the water as you're looking at it. I'm just mixing this up a little bit. I'm about to pull 3 different time frames from these jars here, just so you guys can get a few different time frames, because I know there's a lot of people watching any one pile, and so I just want to get a few different time frames because they may resonate differently with each of you. So I just want you to think about your manifestation, try to focus on it, and then I'm just going to start drawing some handmade slips out of these jars here. Okay. Pile 5. When's our manifestation happening? And there's pile 5s. Okay. Station. Okay. All right, pile 5. So we have here the numbers 3, 6, and 11. And then we have blank piece of paper. Then we have month and the word weeks. So pile 5, your manifestation. Because we have a empty slip right here, this just means that fill in the blanks. Basically, this can be anything from moments from now to years from now, but definitely use your intuition to sort of fill out this blank, to sort of allow your intuition to sort of tell you what this may be. So I left one blank piece of paper in one of the jars, just in case Spirit really wanted to reiterate that, hey, this has a lot of room to change. You know, you have a lot of opportunity here to kind of change the course of the way that things happen and how quickly that they happen. But you have the numbers here, 3, 6, and 11. So this could be the combination of 3 weeks or 3 months, 6 weeks, 6 months, or 11 weeks, 11 months. But because of this blank piece of paper right here, this is also saying very clearly that dependent upon your actions, decisions, and choices, it can really affect how quickly these things come in, or, you know, how long they take. As well as, too, since your pile was a bit strange, it seemed to have another person sort of involved here. It definitely seemed to be sort of more collaborative than anything. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing specifically. Hopefully this resonated with you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys.